Hello everyone, this is Amit Lathegra. In this video, I'm demonstrating you how to use alert plugin of Bootstrap 5. To demonstrate alert plugin, what I'm going to use, I'm going to place one text box where I'll ask user to enter a number between 1 to 50 and I'll keep one button. For that button, we are going to use concept of a Bootstrap button. So we are going to use that plugin too. And for text box, I'm going to use concept of floating label. So in this video, basically, I'm going to demonstrate three different features of Bootstrap 5. One is Bootstrap button, second one is Bootstrap alert, and third one is a floating label for a particular text box. So overall objective is one text box where user will enter a number. I will validate whether the number is in the range of 1 to 50 or not. If not, we will raise alert message. So let's begin. This is the getbootstrap.com website. Let's go to the plugin section. We are going to use alert. But before that, let's create a form. So one thing which we are going to use is alert, as I said earlier, to provide a feedback message in more appropriate way. Second, I'm going to use this button. We'll use such a decorative Bootstrap buttons. And third one is concept of floating label. So it is a very attractive way to create a beautiful but a simple form. For example, this is a text box. Here placeholder is email address. If I'm clicking, then email address is going on top. So this is a concept of floating label. So we are going to use one text box like this. So for that, this is a code. So let's copy and let's place it in our source code. So this is what I placed, that div. So here class used is form floating MB3 through which we can control the space between adjacent controls over a vertically arranged position. So here what we require type is, let's say, number, so that only numeric value can be done. Class is form control, its ID, let's keep it as it is, floating input, and placeholder, let's save a message, enter a number in 1 to 50. Let's save and let's check an output. So this is the browser. Let me refresh my code and let's check. So let's change the message. So my source code, same message I want to give here in a label. Save. Let's check output now. Let me refresh. So here message is enter a number between 1 to 50. Once I click here, my label is going towards up. It works because of this placeholder. What I mean to say, in this source code, for time being, I'm removing this placeholder. Let's save. Let's check an output. So message is straight away in the top because placeholder gives a message as the initial text. And once I click here, it clears the text, and in that way, my label is going upward. So whenever you are putting a floating label, make sure you are using concept of placeholder. So my label, next what I want to do, I want to keep one button. So for that, let's go to the buttons, and these are the available options like primary, secondary, success. These are the basically different color codes. So let's have primary button. So let's copy and let's put it in our source code. This is a button. So let's put it inside another div where it is kind of form control. So let's use form control class. Let's end div. And here I am keeping a message validate. Let's save. Let's check an output. Now I'm having my text box which accepts number and this validate button. So these two things I kept. Let's change the width. So what I'm doing, let's create another div where I'm going to put style and keep width as say 700 pixels. Let's keep it in center. So for that I need to set left and right margin as auto. So margin left is auto, margin right is also auto, and I need to display it as a block. So let's display it as a block and it here. Let's save and let's check an output. In this way I've reduced it width, and if you don't require this border across this button, then you need to put it outside the div, because what we used is a form control. That's why border is appearing here. So let's remove this class. Let's save. Let's check an output. So now it appears like this. So my form is ready. So here if I'm entering, for example, 51, and if I click on this validate button, I want to raise alert message. So let's check getbootstrap.com. By using the different class like button primary, we can get primary color as a background, then secondary, success, danger, warning, info, and so on. As well as we are having various options to use the button. If you require button of this kind, a kind of outline, then just we need to change class. For example, here I am changing the class of my button by adding button outline primary. Let's save. Let's check an output. So it looks like this. If I place a cursor, then it changes the color. So various options are available in terms of large button, small button, custom button. So you can use it as per your requirement. From here we can control the size in terms of adding the concept of grid. But let's use alerts now. So this is the alert. For example, I want to raise alert message like this. If number is not in the range of 1 to 50, then I want to give a alert message in this way in terms of showing the danger kind of thing, color combination. So this is a live example. For example, on click of this button, it gives me the alert message. From here I can close it. So this is on click of button. So let's copy this code, and this we need to put it inside a JavaScript. So this is my code. And let's check the appropriate div position. This is my div of style. So that's where we can put our JavaScript code. So let's paste it as it is before changing the code, before customizing the code. Now let's understand the structure. Here already one div is kept. Objective of this div is to show the alert message. So this also we need to place. So let's copy. Let's put it in our source code. Let's use the appropriate place that we want to use after this validate button. So here I've kept live alert placeholder. This is the placeholder where we are going to show alert message. So let's check the getbootstrap.com website. So here this is the button. ID is given. So let's copy this ID. that is live alert button, and this is our source code where we are having our validate button. So let's apply the same ID there. So this is my live alert placeholder and this is live alert button. And this is our text box that is floating input. So here what I'm doing, I'm changing it to txt number, and this is a label for txt number. Now let's check the source code again, and this is our JavaScript code. So what we need to do here is a live placeholder, it remains as it is. Alert message, this is inbuilt code. This is what something which we need to customize. So here we are going to trigger an alert. So currently on click straight away it is showing a message. You triggered this alert message. So let's refresh this page and let's click this button. So here it gives me a message. You triggered this alert message. You triggered this alert message. This is what I want to do. I want to check based on the text of this text box. Based on the text of that particular text box. So here this class MB3. Let's apply it here. Save. Let's refresh. Let's click this button so that we are getting the appropriate space. Let's close. Now in this source code, what we need to do, we need to fetch this text box ID for the input. So before raising this alert message, we need to put one if statement. So what we want to do, let's have our if statement. And before that, let's first take it in variable. My number is document get element by ID, and ID is our txt number. What I did here, I took the value of this variable, which I've considered as txt number as ID. So now in this number, I'll get user defined value. Now let's say if statement, that is if my number is either less than 1 or if number is greater than 50. So in any of the case, what I want to do, I want to trigger my alert message. So let's customize, say, oops, you have entered invalid number, or let's give a message invalid number, and let's consider type as danger. So here whatever the type we are specifying, it's applied the type into our placeholder. For example, this is the receiving function, so message and type. So type is either a success or warning or a primary or info or a danger. So I used danger. So let's save. Let's check it out. Here I'm entering a number, for example, 25, validate. So no alert message, but let me enter say 55, validate. Oops, invalid number. Similar way, let me enter -25, validate. Oops, invalid number. In case of successful validation, for example, 25, and I want to click a validate button, I want to give a message. Congratulations for valid input, or I want to give a message, success, your input is validate. So let's check our code. What I need to do, I need to trigger another alert message. So what I'm doing, else, let's trigger out another alert message by specifying yes, your input is valid. Let's give type as success. Let's save. Let's check an output. Now here I'm specifying 25. Validate success. Your input is valid. And here I'm specifying 55. Oops, invalid number. So in this way, we can use the concept of alert. So to summarize in this video, I used the concept of floating label, bootstrap button, and bootstrap alert. I hope you like this video. For your questions, use the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good time ahead.